Welcome. Brian's
To who, me?
angry.
I am
Rico's
angry.
driving.
Oh, yeah,
Trying
this
not
Rico
to
driving
press
angry?
too far.
10 things at once. It's like 65 degrees out here. It's probably beautiful in Cleveland too, Rico. Amazing day.
It
Just
was.
cutting the
It's a
grass
little
in December
cloudy.
one last time.
Yeah, but tomorrow's gonna be beautiful. Might go golfing or something. I don't know. So
Whoa.
many
Nice.
things to do in Cleveland.
The
Golfing
problem
in
is, if
I
Paris.
it's
love global warming. I love global
I do,
warming.
too.
I mean,
It's the
can we
best.
get more of this?
they're predicting, by the way, I saw this is not only from the Sunspot people, but I saw in a mainstream corporate media report that it is going to be a cold winter by all indicators. Cold, nasty winter, which of course will be blamed on climate change in some way. The problem with Cleveland is when it's nice outside, then all the uglies come out of their caves and you got to look at them. And that's not fun for anybody.
Yeah, that is true. But we're used to it. It's like you cover your skin when it's going to be a really hot day with sunscreen. You don't just know what to do. You know just to look down at the ground.
That's why it's we lost you, Rico. That's why it's hard to find pennies in Cleveland because everybody's always looking down and they're always picking up spare change. Difficult. You need a quarter to make a
Nobody
phone
ever
call.
looks at anyone else. They're just afraid they're going to spot an ugly person. Everyone walks
Exactly.
around.
Not afraid they're going to say. They know they will. It's a pure knowledge.
I learned this when I was 6 years old. Never to look up when I'm walking around in public.
Well, anyway, yeah. I'm dealing with
what do we
door.
wanna
I'm dealing
talk
with door
about
drama.
Yeah,
Door
do
drama.
you want to talk about door drama or Alex Jones? Did you
So
guys
I
watch
watched
the
like
interview?
the first 15 minutes of it so far. I was shocked when I saw that he was being interviewed. I was like, wow, that's
really
bold
surprised,
play,
too.
Tucker Carlson. Good for you.
Yeah.
Maybe when Tucker Carlson is vice president, he can have Alex Jones as like FBI director. Wouldn't that be funny?
That would be amazing.
Do you
Go
think
after
there's
all the
any
people that went
remote?
after him.
That would be amazing. An amazing turn of the tables. He's like, guess who's setting up the conspiracies now? I believe in Alex Jones to debunk them. I believe in him to do a vastly better job than anybody else out there. He knows the conspiracies already. He can automatically go through and systematically, debunk them, break them down. It's genius. I like
What do
the
you
idea,
mean,
Rico.
debunk conspiracies? He's just debunking what the current mainstream says. It's like the opposite.
He's not even
What?
debunking conspiracies. He's saying things up front that people at the time when he said it were like, what the hell is this guy even talking about? And I like the way that Tucker approached the interview. Is first thing he did was played the 9/11 clip of Alex Jones predicting that him predicting 9/11 is freaking spooky, man.
I
For,
didn't
like,
even
how spot on he got
know
it.
that or remember that.
So he predicted 9/11, predicted more recently Russia invading Ukraine, and predicted mask
everyone knew
mandates
that.
coming back.
I mean, Putin pretty much gave that away that he was invading Ukraine. I don't think anyone was that surprised, right?
Yeah.
He had like a ton of troops on the border. He was yawning during the Ukraine entrance in the Olympics.
That was funny. He's yawning. You see him lift a leg and rip a fart when they're out there and start waving it around to people.
He should have put on like an eye mask and pretended to go to sleep.
Yeah. He's loudly, comedically snoring. Oh, Rico's gone again. He's probably getting out of his car now.
But
No.
I mean, I haven't listened to the whole interview, but one thing that it's interesting. One thing he was talking about was that the Chinese are behind, essentially the establishment Democrats' obsession with race and dividing us, along race lines, and especially blaming everything on white people.
Mhm.
That's really the first time I've heard that the Chinese could be behind that or influence it in some way. And there's like a large segment of libertarians who say, and for the most part, I agree with a lot of what they say, who say we shouldn't be really worried about China. They're not going to invade us, but they definitely are trying to influence what's happening in our country. They're trying to take over businesses.
Well, this is
in
the same.
business sector.
Yes.
It's the same thing that the Soviet Union was doing. They were infiltrating politics and, pushing the Marxist agenda. They know that it's destabilizing, so they don't really care, obviously, what we believe, as long as it's fracturing, the society. So, and it's infighting, and I mean, there's definitely societal decay. So, I mean, of course, they're just going to do anything that goes along that line. I mean, it's politics, realpolitik.
I mean, I wish I could be in the meetings just for, they're like, what if we tell them you're a lady, but you got a dick? They're like, good idea. push it.
They were sending like that Fang. Like, they couldn't have had a hotter Chinese girl.
He would have known. It's a dead giveaway, Rico. No, that's the giveaway. It's got to be believable. A loser like Swalwell's not going to pull down super hot Chinese poon. You got to make it believable. Like a 7. That's like, okay, all right, this is plausible. Otherwise, if you're throwing a 9 out there, no one's going to go for that honeypot. It's too obvious.
But he's a senator, or he's a congressman, I guess. So yeah, they can probably pull some good tail just from their position. Yeah,
but you're forgetting about his personality, his threats. I mean, he's probably every woman. Yeah. It's probably like this looks. It's probably every girl he goes up to at the bar and he's like, "Hey, you want me to buy you a drink, or you want me to drop a nuke on you?" And she's like, "Fucking back it off, dude."
Aggressive pickup lines by Eric.
Well, he threatens to nuke he threatens to nuke anybody if they dare to question him. So.
Like when you yell at people for not liking your jokes, he's got the same kind of personality there.
I've never done that. That's a lie. That's a Chinese. That's a Chinese spread rumor to cause divisiveness.
I think I was there, but maybe
totally believable.
Mine is warped by the 100%. Chinese too.
I might have heard a story about it, but I'm not sure. I can't remember.
You're buying those Chinese-based contact lenses that change, like Google Glass. Make you see things that aren't there, hear things that aren't there.
But I mean, I think it's interesting that Elon Musk is open to bringing Alex Jones back onto Twitter, which I think he should. Why not? Yeah, I mean, he's already gone out and told all of these companies that they're not going to advertise there to F off. So why not bring back Alex Jones?
I haven't gotten that far, but I thought Alex Jones said basically like he understands Elon not bringing him back. It would just cause too much of a shitstorm. And, like he wants it to be a free speech place. So he's basically like accepted it, like, fine, whatever, sacrifice himself.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he said. And I think, and he also, or maybe it was Elon that said, there's community notes now. So,
yeah,
I mean, community notes will correct the president of the United States when they get inflation wrong and what causes it. So you can correct anything.
So how does community notes work? Is it just like someone responds like, nah, this is bullshit? Or is
you have
it
to be like designated or sign up to be a community notes contributor, but then anybody can vote on the validity and the helpfulness of the note. You can just say this note makes no sense, or it's not helpful, and the ones that are the best get voted up. It's democracy, essentially. That's never gone bad before.
Better than Wikipedia or fact checkers, Snopes or Snopes.
Do you see that people on the left got super mad at Snopes though recently? What do they get mad about? Because Snopes had fact checked something. Fuck, I got to look through my Twitter. But they lost their minds over it because it was against the left. And anything, obviously, you're instantly an enemy of the left if you dare to fact check the left in any way or go against them. It's like the same, like the Republicans are always kind of like, and libertarians are always kind of like purity testing each other, and the left's just like, whatever, it's all good. Well, we're not going to question anything you say.
Did you see McCarthy's resigning? Which is like, he's resigning as a congressman in California before the end of his term, which is pretty much the biggest giveaway that he was a sellout piece of shit to begin with, because he's giving that seat to a Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
because Newsom gets to appoint the replacement, right?
Yeah, true.
So it's like, well, everything that anyone against you thought of you, you just confirmed. So thanks a lot.
Yep.
Like, what a piece of garbage.
I wonder if Newsom will pick somebody that's in the state now, or if he'll reach outside the borders once more.
This is Meghan Markle's second chance. Come on.
That would be hilarious. You know what? If he did make Meghan Markle the new senator, I would laugh. I'd laugh my ass off. That would be fantastic. Give her a new reality show. By the way, I want to talk real quick before we go into our memes about Taylor Swift being Times Person of the Year and how fucking stupid that is. Like, for what reason? What has Taylor Swift done to be the Person of the Year other than put out shitty pop music and hold concerts? Anything? I can't think of anything she's done.
Banging.
Time Person of the Year, it's not supposed to be like, the most person who's had the greatest positive impact on the world.
It could be negative too, but she
wasn't Hitler. Wasn't Hitler Time Person of the Year?
He was, but still, but Hitler at least he's impacting people's lives. He's changing the geopolitical spectrum. Is fucking Taylor Swift?
Actually, yes. I think. See, the thing about Taylor Swift that people miss is she essentially has the ability to decide who the next president is based on who she endorses.
If you believe that young, stupid-ass Taylor Swifties are actually going to go out and take the time to stand in line and vote, I don't think they're going to. I think it's not going to happen.
If she says Donald Trump is going to steal your uterus if you don't vote for Joe Biden.
I mean, of course, that's exactly what she'll say.
Mm-hmm.
But do you really think there's going to be a legitimate election that Taylor Swift could influence? I mean, it's already decided. So what's the difference? She can go and
I don't think that's the decision.
I don't think they know who's going to run yet on the Democrat side.
I don't think they do either. Hunter Hunter's got indicted for 9 counts. They're now doing the formal impeachment hearing, which means they have subpoena power for the Biden investigations. I'm telling you, I legitimately think that Biden might not be the candidate. I think he might be adiosed, and
the
for good
Democrats
reason.
Want to get rid of him. It's just he's the president, and he's like, "Fuck you, I'm running again," until basically he's impeached. Which it would be interesting to see if the Senate actually votes to convict, because that might be like, all right, well, finally get rid of this fucking asshole.
That's what I think. I think that it's the best thing that could happen to the Democrats is giving them a reason to fucking out Joe Biden, because he's polling like shit.
Speaking of Joe Biden, this is Meme Wars. I have my first meme. Not really a meme.
All right,
it's a video of Joe Biden doing the slowest walk you'll ever see in your entire life.
Is he crip walking? Like crippled walking, I mean?
They're asking about Hunter.
He definitely pooped himself. That is an I have a shit in my pants walk.
He's just trying not to fall over to the stiffest walk you could have.
He looks like one of those robot dogs if you made it stand upright and put clothes on it.
You know what it is? It's the helicopter hobble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the helicopter hobble. Remember that hair part song? How did that go? I got my hair part. All right.
Let me bring the song you made up about me.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how it went. It was a real banger. All right, let me bring up my first meme.
Number 1 on iTunes for 5 seconds.
Yeah, it was all the rage. It was used in a very popular McDonald's commercial. I thought this was a funny one from 300 Guns. How the CIA and the NSA and the FBI and all these intelligence agencies have influenced social media companies to change their community standards and their terms of service. Well, it's funny that now it goes, your post goes against our community standards, and then you see the community, and it's just a bunch of trans bearded ladies in the White House. So that's the community. That's the standards now.
That's a fact.
It is a fact.
I don't care if I offend that community, to be quite honest with you. In fact, I try to sometimes.
Rico, you see anything around you that can use a meme?
I was just
A
gonna
cloud
say
in the sky that
Vivek
looks like a dragon.
has really gone after the trans community in the debates. Did you guys watch any of the clips of the last one? And he's
No,
really
I didn't even
attacking
know it was
Nikki
happening.
Haley, which I love. He just did like a 2-minute monologue about how corrupt she is.
That was all.
And
I saw that.
the camera showed her, and she didn't even like shake her head or like, no, that's not true. She had nothing. Fucking awesome.
Well, I love the
you
gamble
left,
he had.
You left the UN. You were the what?
Oh no, the gamble he had where he goes, Nikki Haley can't even name 3 cities in Ukraine, and she just sat there and didn't say anything.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, look at the blank stare on her face. Look at it.
for
Look at that
Chris
stare.
Christie.
She has no idea.
Yeah. Sorry, Rico, you're
And he
saying
said the same
the
thing to Chris
corruption.
Christie.
Yeah. Amazing. And yeah, pointing out that she made all her money after becoming a military contractor, and she's just in the pockets of the
Yeah, he's not perfect, right? He's not a perfect libertarian. I understand that. I get it. He is the most libertarian GOP candidate since Ron Paul. Definitely. And that includes Rand Paul.
No.
Rand Paul running for president. Go back and listen to your old Rand pluses and minuses. He was not good.
No,
he tried
was
to
bad
toe
on
this
a lot.
line where he didn't talk much about a non-interventionist foreign policy. Vivek isn't perfect. He's not great on Israel. Much better on Ukraine. Much better on everywhere else. But I think he's the best.
Well, I mean, I do like his eradication of all the 3-letter agencies, and he actually has plans to what we're going to do instead. Reallocate the Marshals Department. So that's interesting. All right, what do you got? You got another meme for us?
Yeah. So speaking of voting for president, I think this should be something we should look at implementing here. So we got a woman who looks like she has multiple children from multiple different men. And it says on it, jokes, if you have more than 3 baby daddies, please do not vote. You will pick the wrong man again. I said what I said. So if someone has more than 3 kids or more with 3 different men, they shouldn't be allowed to vote. I'll stand by that.
Yeah, not a strong track record of success. I was chuckling.
I wonder what audience that is targeting.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I never played GTA. It's just not a game I ever played. I know it's rapidly popular to some people. I don't think either of you guys really played that much either, but I did like this meme from the Babylon Bee, which is because the trailer just came out for the new one. It got leaked and then it got fully released, and it's not coming out to 2025, which really pisses me off when they do shit like that. Like, okay, we all know you're making it. Oh, this trailer, what am I supposed to do? I'm just supposed to stay rock hard for a year? Like, what the fuck is the point of putting a trailer out more than a year before a game's out? Why? What reason?
Why do they put trailers out for games anyways? Anyone who's going to buy the game would buy it anyways. Fucking nerds.
Exactly.
You know they're going to.
Fucking nerds.
Like, just save your advertising budget.
Yeah. So this meme was funny, though, because California, of course, crime-riddled California, where it is legal to rob stores blind up to like $950 of value, where your homeless can camp anywhere, do drugs in the open, and poop wherever they like. It's got this guy sitting on his couch with a controller, and it says, California man confused why he would play GTA 6 when he can commit crimes without consequence in real life. I think,
Boom.
that's about right. That's about right. Good stuff.
No lies detected. Well, I'm sure you guys saw the congressional hearing with the 3 Ivy League presidents. I think it was Penn. Was it Penn, Yale, and Harvard? I don't know if that's right or not. I know Penn was there. But essentially, I forget who the congresswoman who was doing the questioning was saying, but she was essentially saying, is it against your code of conduct? I'm laughing because it's so absurd that their response to it. But is it against your code of conduct to call for the genocide of the Jews? And each one of them said no, depending on the circumstances. No,
are you serious? I didn't see that.
To call for the genocide of any race should be against your code of conduct. And they were like saying they were trying to, stay along the free speech lines, and maybe people would push back on that. But
Free
I mean,
speech.
there is free
They believe in
speech,
that?
and there is saying, I want to wipe out an entire race of people.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's far-fetched to say
And
you shouldn't
meanward,
be able to
You
say
shouldn't
that.
They
say it
probably
is
still have
it is still
vax
free speech to
mandates.
say that, but it's still not good. It should be frowned upon. And I think as a college, you probably should say, you know what, you're not allowed to say that. No calling for genocide on campus, please. And otherwise, we will exercise our discretion and ask you to politely leave.
But the meme here, simple, Babylon Bee, it has a little Hitler mustache from each of the presidents. And it says, not all calls for genocide are bad. Say, I feel like presidents sporting cool new mustaches.
My last meme ties into Pfizer, who, by the way, Texas is suing Pfizer. And for the exact thing that I said should happen and could happen as more evidence has come out. Odie, you've talked about it on Finding Freedom. What I've called blatant fraud that Pfizer, Moderna, all of these vaccine manufacturers essentially entered into by promising a product that would stop transmission, that would stop you from getting COVID, from transmitting COVID, that was effective. None of these things are true, right? And when you pair that with the failures in clinical trials, the misrepresentation of data, they committed fraud. Thus, they should not have immunity federally, in my opinion, but state-wise, they can still be sued. And Texas is suing Pfizer for something like misrepresentation of product. And they're going to sue their asses, and I can't wait to see what happens.
The Attorney General of Texas is so much better than the governor.
Oh, he's awesome. Yeah.
They
Ken
tried
Paxton.
they tried to take him out, but I guess it didn't work. He was on.
What do you have against disabled people, Rico?
Oh, so much. Well, one, he's not paying me, unlike most disabled people in this country.
That's a fact.
And also, he does nothing. He's just like a fucking wet blanket. He doesn't, if you're governor of Texas and the federal courts tell you, oh, you're not allowed to do this or that to secure your border, like, fucking come stop me, motherfucker.
No.
Fuck
Yeah.
off.
You want to have a civil war? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Come send the troops and stop us from. Yeah.
Come on down. We got how many people in Texas? Everyone has 50 guns.
Yep.
Yeah. Come on, bring it.
There you go. This is how Texas. That's how the secession starts.
That's how Texas has always been. They're like, we're better than you. You can't touch us. Except this fucking wimp governor doesn't do shit. So fuck him.
It all starts with losing the ability to walk, and then you just start letting all the immigrants in.
Then the colostomy bag, then the immigrants. To change the colostomy bag. All right, this last one ties into Pfizer and shooting. It is a little question. What's the difference between Pfizer and Kyle Rittenhouse? Rittenhouse's 3 shots worked.
Oh, you'll have to send me that.
That wins. That wins the day.
Send me that one. I'll have to send that to my brother. He'll love that.
That was. I got another one from 300 Guns. And there you go. Ties it perfectly with everything we're talking about.
He's not popular on the left.
Yeah. The people are not a fan of his, but you know what? He's a free man, so they can kiss my fucking ass.
Well, the people that hate still don't even understand what happened, and they think race was involved in some way when it was involved in no way at all.
Yeah, he shot white pedophiles. Is who he shot. So I don't know.
Well, they still think Trump is whatever, the 2016 election. People are just dumb.
Immensely stupid. I experience that every single day, just looking around at everyday behavior. I mean, it reminds mostly traffic or in parking lots, large parking lots. There's a parking lot up the street from me. It's got like a Northgate Market, which is like a Mexican market, and a bunch of like shitty little stores in it. Every time I go in this parking lot, I am reminded that society is made up of 90% people that are borderline retarded, because these people don't understand how to do much of anything. Don't know how to get in the parking lot. Don't know how to get out of the parking lot. Don't know how to back up. Don't know how to pull forward. Don't know how to negotiate to make sure that traffic jams don't happen. Don't know how to not put their blinkers on and block traffic for 10 minutes at a time. Fucking morons. And that is 90% of the population right there. So.
Every time I'm in a parking lot like that, which is most parking lots, I'm just surprised that more people don't die in parking lots, really. That's
Low speed
people
collision.
are so stupid.
That's why.
Like,
I try to avoid the parking lots of the Mexican stores. It's the first pro tip.
Well, now we're just getting racist.
Well, we can't be racist. What can we be?
What, Rico? Did your Chinese girlfriend pressure you to start a new stereotype that Mexican people can't drive? She's like, Rico, you gotta get on this. You have a voice on a major platform. You need to make it Mexicans, not Chinese. You're like, honey, I'm doing the best I can.
Her voice got a lot deeper. I'm a little concerned.
Well, I mean,
Maybe she's on testosterone.
Probably. She's the test case. They're coming over and convince us all that we need to change genders. Those damn Chinese.
Oh, damn it. Warping everything.
well, we got to stay on track here. Time for DG. Yep. Any final words, Brian?
Fuck buying the wrong doors when you're doing a home remodel. It sucks. It sucks.
If you want to hear the rest of that story, join the Pride. You'll hear it on Degenerate Gamblers up next.
Yeah.
Bye. Subscribe. YouTube, Rumble. See ya.